Hey, what's up guys? AJ here with Ablog Cinema talking to you about helicopters. So last week I found this video of a helicopter taking off on Facebook. Now I reposted it to my Facebook because I thought it was cool. I didn't mean anything by it. I just thought it was really cool and I posted on it and it blew up on my Facebook. Like a bunch of people liked it, some people shared it. I got a bunch of likes, there was a lot of comments, people talking about it. And so I thought I would talk a little bit about what it is. Now in the video it says the frame rate is synced up with the helicopter blades, and that's not actually true. The thing I'm actually going to talk to you about is shutter speed. Now shutter speed by definition is the amount of time a shutter is open in a particular setting. Shutter speed is different than frame rate because frame rate is the amount of frames or pictures you see in a second. So frame rate is the amount of pictures being taken in 1 second. Now each one of those pictures had to be exposed to light. A shutter speed or shutter angle is a mechanical device that basically limits how much light is being exposed to each frame. The best way for me to explain it is with a shutter angle. Now, shutter speed and shutter angle are two ways of explaining one thing. I find it easier that shutter angle is way easier to understand and explain than shutter speed, so I'm going to stick with shutter angle. If you take a pie chart like this right here, and you cut out one section, you can see that if this pie is rotating in a circle, so every time it's turning, it's only letting in a certain amount of light to expose the picture. The less light that gets into the camera, the more static the picture looks. The more light that gets into the camera, the more blurry the action is. I'm not talking about focus, I'm talking about movement. If you want the motion in your video to be super blurry, almost like a dream-like kind of thing, you're gonna want a more open shutter angle. You're gonna want something that's above 180 degrees. But if you want something that's more choppy, like if you're doing sports or war footage or something like that, you're gonna want something that's more choppy and it's gonna seem a little bit more staccato. So check this out. Here is me moving around in my hallway like an idiot. Here's me moving at an open shutter angle. Now you can see a lot of my motion is blurry. Now if you take that and reverse it, here's me moving around with a very low shutter angle. Now you can see that my movement is very, very choppy. Now a great example of this is the opening scene to Saving Private Ryan. In this battle, you see all this commotion, and Spielberg really wanted to put you in the eyes of those soldiers. He wanted to give you pictures of what it was like without actually showing you pictures. It also makes you feel a little disoriented. And this is a textbook example of having a really low shutter angle. Now check out this clip of my drone. Now, as you can see, the blades are moving, but as I decrease our shutter angle and make a smaller angle, and less light gets into the camera, you can start to see now that the blades are moving slower. They're actually not going any slower, just like in the Facebook video. And if I ramp it up, it looks like the blades aren't even there because they're moving so fast. Shutter speed is a really cool tool and one of my favorite tools to help tell your story. It can really make your movement pop and stand out in a great way, and I really like this tool. I think it's awesome and I want to use it all the time. So that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes down to shutter speed and shutter angle. Now there's so much more I could get into, but I just want to give you guys an introduction of what it actually is about, how it's used, and to show you guys some examples. If you guys have any questions about this, or if you guys want to see more covered on this topic, make sure you guys are putting them in the comment section down below. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button, please share the video, and then if you want to see more Ablog Cinema content, whether it be our music videos or our commercials or whatever, any of the stuff we're doing, hit the subscribe button. I'm AJ with Ablog Cinema. I'll see you guys next week. If you do this. Helicopters going round and round, going in circles, flying upside down. Ha!